Hi, and welcome back to the Hollywood Actor's Guide to Surviving the Film and Television Industry with your host, who's a bit sick today, so please bear with me, Jennifer Lynn Warren. Hi, everyone. Let's talk about your agent relationship on a personal level and the mass exodus, told you I'm sick, of actors who are claiming right now that they're just going to leave the business, I think because COVID has made it so much harder, and they're never going to come back. And how many of you guys are directing that to the wrong people in an unhealthy way in this business? You never know how you're going to get your agent or how things go in this business. So I want to start this a little light. And I found a quote from Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. He said, "I followed a girl I met in Japan to Los Angeles and ended up working in a motorcycle store. I quit the job one night, went to a party in the Hollywood Hills, and ended up yelling at a bunch of people. Someone saw me yelling and asked me to be in a play. The first night, there was an agent in the audience who took me on and sent me out for jobs." Wouldn't it be nice if it was that easy for all of us? But let's talk about your relationship. Your relationship with your agent should be a healthy one. It should be an honest one. Every now and then, you may need to take a step back from the industry for mental health reasons, and you should be open with your agent about it, but you should not burden your agent with it. So it's my opinion that you should never threaten the end of your relationship in your career as an actor unless you truly mean it. Be very clear as to whether or not you just need a moment to catch a breath or if you are truly for realsy quitting. If you do decide that this is not for you and you completely step out, I mean, that's a whole different story and totally legit. But, however, I do think your agent is stressed enough. They don't need their actors coming to them every 6 months saying, "Oh, I quit," and then, "Oh, I'm back." So having an emotional crisis should be for your therapists and your friends, but not for your agents, not for your managers. Some of us become very close to our representation and a line can become blurred, but generally I do think you're going to regret venting too much and bring more stress on yourself because it will suddenly hit you and you will worry that your agent thinks that you can't handle show business. And if you're always quitting the business and then coming back, they are going to think that you can't handle show biz, and so are casting directors and directors. So know the difference between taking a moment and really quitting and how to deal with both of them. Have a personal support group so your reps can focus on getting you work. They don't even have to be peers in your industry, but people who truly support you. And sometimes it is better to vent to those not in show business because they are less emotionally sensitive to it themselves. There's also a great quote by Marilyn Monroe. She says, "Experts on romance say for a happy marriage, there has to be more than a passionate love. For a lasting union, they insist, there must be a genuine liking for each other, which in my book is a good definition for friendship." And I think that speaks volumes as to your relationships with your agents and managers as well, right? There has to be more than just this passionate love for the business. You actually have to like each other and like working with each other. And a great marriage and a great relationship takes a lot of work. Getting someone to actually marry you takes even more work and a lot of luck, just like signing with an agent. Your relationship with your representation can feel like a marriage, full of dissatisfaction and feeling like you do more than your spouse. One more note. There really is no culpability to how agents and managers behave. When you sign with someone, you need to let them know what your expectations are and how you communicate and what you expect out of them. And interestingly enough, I think this is true for relationships as well. A relationship is a relationship is a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic or with an agent. If you set your expectations and you're like, I expect to hear from you once a month if I'm not going out with an idea of what maybe is not working and what I need to change. Or I let them know when I sign with someone, listen, you're not going to hear from me because I am out hustling on my end as much as I can to make money, to shoot things, to get headshots. I don't have time to like call you and be your friend on the phone. Like this is very much a business relationship for me. So if you need something, please call me, but don't think because you don't hear from me, I'm not interested. And if you do question it, give me a call and I'll sort it out with you. Believe me, if I'm not interested, I will leave you as an agent. That's kind of how I leave things with them. And it works for me because that's kind of on brand for me, but you need to find out what works for you and just take a breath. I know with everyone getting sick and all this crazy stuff that's happening right now, it's so easy to just want to throw up your arms and say, that's it, I'm done. Just make sure you really are done or figure out what that really means for you. That's all I have for you this week. Break a leg out there, stay safe, and remember you are not alone. We are supported and sponsored by WeAudition.com. WeAudition.com. Use promo code HAG25, that's HAG25, Hollywood Actors Guide 25, to save 25% off of your subscription every month. If you need a reader for your auditions, if you need to make some extra money and be a reader for others in their auditions, if you'd like to see what a pilot script looks like, you may get to do that by helping out another actor on their audition on this site. That's WeAudition.com, promo code HAG25, HAG25.